Hey guys, it's Sarah. If you haven't noticed, I'm actually right now in full on Riverdale fangirl mode. I have my Jughead beanie on, my Riverdale t-shirt right here, my R for Riverdale necklace right here. So yeah, full on Riverdale mode. Now in the last video I did, it was about Riverdale Season 2 conspiracy theories. Since then, a lot has happened to the Scooby Gang of Riverdale. So today, speaking as a major fan of the show, I wanted to tell you what I personally would like to see happen on Riverdale. So if you have not watched the show yet, go watch it now, or you might just not know what the fuck I am talking about. Okay, let's do this. I want to see Betty and Jughead, aka Bughead, get back together. I know I'm not the only one here, but I also want to see Jughead ask Betty to marry him and for them to get engaged. I mean, who else would want to see a Bughead engagement? Hashtag Bughead forever. Next, Archie and Veronica. I want to see them break up for good. I know this is not a popular opinion, but I want them to break up, but remain friends. Sorry, not sorry, not a fan. I'll try to explain that in another video, but for right now, let's just stick to what I want to see happen in Riverdale. Maybe. Next. Remember the first season where Archie had a sexual relationship with his teacher, Miss Grundy? I know. I hated every second of that storyline, too. Now, we all saw in the second season premiere that Grundy was at it again, having a sexual relationship with her seemingly underage male student. I want Archie to know about it. I want to see Archie's reaction when he is faced with the fact that he is not the only student that she has slept with. I mean, that should be interesting. Sticking with Archie love interests, even though he's my least favorite character, I can't be the only one here that thinks that, right? I would actually like to see Archie have a kind of a short-term relationship with Cheryl. Maybe less than like 3 or 4 episodes at the least. I mean, I want to see, just a little bit of some Charchi love festing. I don't know if there's any fan names for that. I mean, please tell me if there isn't. There is or there isn't. I don't know. I'm going with Charchi about now. That's best I can come up with. I mean, here's the thing. They did kiss in the first season. Let's see them have a little romance together. Okay, speaking of Cheryl, I'm sure we can all agree that Cheryl has been through a lot. I mean, her brother was murdered by her father. Her father was a secret drug dealer, specifically heroin. Her mother is an abusive bitch, who we just found out is a prostitute as well. Nothing wrong with prostitution, but let's just stick to that. And she was also roofied and almost raped. And especially, and of course, her entire house was burned down. They did get another one, but seriously, this was all in a span of 6 months. I mean, that's a lot. So I would actually like to see at least one scene where Cheryl goes to therapy and talks about her issues. I mean, therapy is a good thing, and I'd like to see that. I'd like to see them touch a lot on mental health issues and how therapy can actually help with that. Like just talking to somebody. I mean, maybe there could be a whole episode where there's narrated from Cheryl's perspective as she is talking to a therapist. I mean, I love that every episode is from Jughead's perspective as he is an outsider. But seeing things from another person's perspective, like from Cheryl's perspective from things, I mean, getting inside her head. I mean, she's kind of like black and white. Like at one moment she's a complete bitch and I completely hate her. And then the next moment we actually feel for her because, of course, she's going through some things. And, of course, she's first grieving the loss of her brother, grieving the loss of the father she thought she had, grieving the loss of basically everything. I mean, I would like to see that. Personally, I'd like to see that. I mean, that would be so cool. Speaking of issues, remember that character in Season 2 who roofied and almost raped Cheryl and sexually harassed Veronica? Nick St. Clair? I mean, that D-bag? I mean, I want to see that guy arrested and behind bars as he is confronted by Cheryl and Veronica for exactly what he did to them. I mean, yes, here's the thing. In the mid-season premiere, and it just premiered last week, Archie went all the way to New York. I didn't realize this. He actually went from Riverdale to New York. And I don't know what state Riverdale's in. I looked it up of like where Riverdale, what state Riverdale is in. And there's actually a Riverdale in California. There's a Riverdale in Riverdale City and a couple other places. So, and I am not sure. I'm not sure if they're talking Riverdale, California, if he went all the way across the country, if they went to somewhere in the middle, in like the South. I have no idea where Riverdale, like what state Riverdale is in. All I know is that it's somewhere in America. That's all I know. So here's the thing. He went all the way to New York and actually beat the fucking crap out of Nick for attempting to rape Veronica. I mean, here's the thing. I do not condone or support violence in any way, shape, or form. But to be honest, I think Nick getting a good beating for what he did is actually kind of justified. You try to assault somebody, you're probably going to get assaulted. Hashtag karma's a bitch. Just saying. Next, FP and Jughead leave the Serpents and pass the leadership of the Serpents onto Tony Topaz. I'm not going to explain that anymore. Nothing more to be said about that. Next. I actually want to see Jughead's mom and Jellybean come on. I mean, I'm not the only one that has come on that has wanted to see Jelly. I mean, we saw one picture in the first season with Jughead, like the camera shows a picture of what could be Jellybean, and Jughead as a little kid, but we have no idea. We know Jellybean is 10, but that's all we know. And as for Jughead's mom, we really do not have any idea, besides she's going back to school and she lives in Toledo. That's all we know. I mean, here's this, but I specifically would like to see. I like to see Jughead's mom come on Riverdale, go to Riverdale to get married to her new boyfriend, which I hope and I want to be played by Ashton Kutcher. I mean, Ashton Kutcher. Kind of like that. Like she's a cougar. I am kidding, of course, but I do like to see that, to be honest. Next. I want to see Kevin get a boyfriend. I'm sure we all would like to see that. I mean, he needs some loving. He got little after Joaquin. He got nothing, actually, besides cruising around, basically putting himself in danger after Joaquin and then broke up. I mean, that was sad. I mean, I'd like to see more gay relationships, and I'd like to see Kevin have a boyfriend. I mean, doesn't a lot of people? And of course, for me, I want that boyfriend to be played by Joey Graceffa, who, if you don't know, he's a YouTuber. Go check him out. He is an incredible YouTuber. He's also actually gay in real life. And he is fucking gorgeous. I'm speaking about it. I'm speaking as a gay woman. But I can appreciate a man's beautifulness. I'm kidding. Okay. Speaking of Riverdale gay love, I want Veronica to come out as a lesbian and to date a new lesbian character, which I actually would personally love to play. I'm an actress. I mean, I'm available. I'm an actress. I worked for a long time as an actress. I haven't been getting work recently, but I mean, Riverdale, call me. Moving on. Now, Riverdale already has a bisexual character in Tony Topaz, which I personally like, and I would actually like to see more of. But I personally would also like to see Betty come out as bisexual and have a brief fling with Tony. I mean, here's the thing. They have had scenes with Betty and Tony for like a lot of season 2. And now that Tony is at Riverdale High, there's more. I want to see more of this. I mean, come on. That would be so cool to see a Tony and Betty makeout session. Okay, next. I know this isn't the most popular opinion, but I want to see Josie have a relationship with Chuck Clayton. I know we all would like to see some loving from Josie, and I know that we kind of have a feeling that Cheryl has a crush on Josie. I mean, yes, he's an asshole. Chuck Clayton is an asshole that has harassed women in the past. And in that sense, he probably shouldn't be forgiven, but here's the thing that I could forgive him for. I mean, he did this over a period of time, and he got punishment for it. And yes, he was an asshole after that for exposing Betty for her dark Bettiness. But listen, in season 2, he seemed to be reformed and willing to change, be a better person. If you're willing to change for real and you're making an effort, like you're taking art classes, you're actually saying, I am sorry, alone, like there's no one around. Like, I think that is actually pretty nice. I mean, what Chuck did for Josie, I think that was pretty cool, and I'm all for it. I mean, I'd like to see someone be redeemed from being an asshole to being a more well-rounded person. I mean, I'm okay with that, to be honest. I'm not condoning sexual violence. I don't think it's okay. And to be honest, I do not think that, I mean, here's the thing. This is confusing to me. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so confused. Next. As for Polly, I actually want her to have her twins. I mean, she already had her twins. I'll get to that in a minute. But then I want them to have it adopted by Mary Andrews, who you know is Archie's mom. She lives in Chicago, and she's played by my redhead sweetheart, Molly Ringwald, who you may know from The Breakfast Club or 16 Candles, or for me, one of my favorite movies, For Keeps, which was her last teen movie in the 80s. I don't know. Unfortunately, that actually might not happen since, as I said, in the mid-season premiere, Polly actually already had her twins, had those ridiculous names. I mean, Juniper is kind of like, she named it after the Black Mirror episode, but I still have trouble remembering the last one. I don't even know for the boy or I'm confused. And of course, she decided against the protest and better judgment of Betty, to be honest, to actually live in the bar full time and cut ties with her parents and entire family. I mean, I'm with Betty in believing that that barn is actually a cult. Anyone agree with me? Give me a thumbs up if you do. Next. I know I'm not the only one here, but I really want Hal Cooper, Betty and Polly's dad, to be revealed as the Black Hood killer. Now, in the mid-season finale last year, the Black Hood was revealed to be Janitor Conway, who was introduced only 2 episodes prior. Is he creepy? Yes. Do I think he's the Black Hood? Absolutely not. I know a lot of fans, including me, were actually upset by this reveal. It doesn't even make any sense. My bet is still on Hal Cooper as the real Black Hood, and Conway as nothing more than maybe a cop-out. I mean, come on, all signs point to him. He matches the physical description of the Black Hood, muscular build, tall, male, probably in his 40s, green eyes. I had to Google search that, but yes, Hal Cooper does have green eyes. Everything about the Black Hood screams Hal Cooper. Okay, rant's done, moving on. I know people are going to be a little upset with me about this, and especially since it's pretty sad, but come on. I really actually want to see this happen. I want Fred to have open heart surgery and die due to complications. Yes, people are going to be pissed at me for this. But come on, I like Fred. I think he's a great person in the show. I think he's one of the only sane people in the show. One of the only sane parents in the show. One of the actual only adults that is actually an adult. I mean, sometimes I feel like the teenagers are more adults than the actual adults. Whatever. And I know, but here's the thing. I'd like to see that. I want to talk about grief. Talk about more mental illness that goes with grief. I want to see this happen. And of course, in a separate storyline, I actually want to see Archie decide to join the military after high school. I mean, here's the thing. I'm probably the only one, but I'm getting sick of Archie's music stuff. I am getting sick of it. He's not bad. I'll admit that. But seriously, I do not want to see any more of Archie singing or playing guitar. I mean, mid-season premiere, he was like, I want to make a band called the Archie. And Archie had oh no, please don't. I do not want to see any more of this. I do not want to see any more singing from Archie. I don't want to see any more guitar playing from Archie. I don't want to see dancing from Archie. Zero. Zilch. El Zippo. I'm getting sick of it. I mean, if we see more Josie and the Pussycats, all for it. I want to see more. I would like to see singing from maybe a duet between Betty and Veronica. Maybe that would be awesome. Maybe some Cheryl singing, but I mean, if the show was all about the girls, I'm all for it. I mean, I'm more interested in the girls. I mean, if you could just make it about the girls and leave Archie in the background, I am good. Please make that happen. Okay, last one. Betty has sex with Archie. She gets back together with Jughead and actually has sex with him shortly after her encounter with Archie. Betty then discovers she's pregnant, but is unsure of whether the baby is Archie's or Jughead's. I actually want a whole storyline revolving around Betty, the pregnancy, her relationship with Archie and Jughead. But no, I do not want to see Archie and Jughead fight over Betty. That is too much of a trope that I would really like to not see at all. Like, please do not. But I want to see more of the friendship dynamic between everyone. Betty, Cheryl, Josie, Veronica, Tony, Jughead, even Archie. I'd like to see this. I want to see this storyline regarding everything just around them, and that's a pretty good note for me to stop on. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video and you want to see me do more Riverdale themed videos, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back as soon as I have time to make another video. Be smart, be kind, be cool. Bye. Mwah.